What is feminine energy? Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe, and don't forget that you can have a free module of my video course by checking the link in the description box. So I want to talk about what is femininity, because this is something many women ask me about, and I want to share about it. So many women think that, when we hear, okay, she's feminine, it's about being girly, doing your nails, applying makeup and all of that, but it's not that at all. Actually, being feminine requires you to work on your self-confidence and to work on your wounds. But the issue with that is, like, when women start to work on their self-confidence and on their self-esteem, they become men. They don't learn to work on that while being a woman. And I can't blame them. It's because most of the books around, self-confidence, and most of the coaches that teach everyone to be confident are men. This is the reason why I create this content, because I needed it myself when I started my self-development journey. I had to navigate through life. I had to navigate through life, and I wasn't even aware of that back then, but I was operating in my masculine energy. I was running a business, and I remember, and I can tell that I was in my masculine energy because I would hire men only, and also, like, I hired a girl once, and I was taking myself so seriously in a bad way, in a masculine way. Like, I was being too bossy, and back then I was so new to it, and I thought that if I wasn't like that, no one would take me seriously. And this is the thing that many women do. Like, when they work on their confidence, they become cold, and they become masculine, because they think that if they show their softness, their playful side, and all of that, no one will take them seriously. And that's just far from the truth. This is why I'm always talking about, being playful and showing that side of yourself. And many of you ask me, what do you mean by being playful? How can I be playful and how can I be playful and all of that? And we talk about it in my coaching, and yeah, but it's important for you to develop that side of you, because it makes you attractive. And it's not just in dating. Like, when you can bring that playful side outside of dating, even at work with your friends and all of that, and even with yourself, actually, when you are playful with yourself on your own, like, you just feel so good, because life isn't meant to be taken so seriously. Life is there for you to to grow, to experience things, and to not define yourself by just one thing. And actually, the only thing that should define yourself is how feminine you are, because this is you reconnecting yourself with your higher self. So this is what femininity is. Femininity is a woman who is feminine is a woman who is confident in herself. And when I talk about confidence, it's about going after what you want. So in life, it means, pursuing your goals, because when you work on your feminine energy, you need to balance your masculine side and your feminine side, right? While that self-confidence, that part of, going after what you want, you're gonna have it by working on your masculine energy. So outside of dating, obviously, and in dating, so outside of dating, you go after what you want. And in dating, going after what you want means that you just focus on men who are into you. And some women think, oh, I'm confident, so it means that I need to chase men, I need to initiate with them. But no, you are not confident when you do that. Well, at least not in dating. And this is also something that I want to say, is that you can be confident in one area and not confident enough in other areas. So, for example, you can be extremely confident, and I know that this is the issue of women like Brittanny, Renner. So there are women like that are extremely confident, that are extremely popular and beautiful. They tend to they attract men. They have no problem, having men in their DMs, high-profile men in their DMs. But they struggle having commitment with those men, because this is another set of skills that they don't have. Okay, you need to learn, how to get those men to commit, how to get them to fall in love with you. And this is something that I talk about a lot on my channel, on my Instagram, and all of that. But yeah, those are the skills that you need to develop. And also, being feminine is being grounded in love. And by that, I mean that you are capable of loving without ego, And this is unconditional love, by the way. And I'm sharing this because I know that many people think that unconditional love is loving someone no matter what they do. No, this is extremely wounded. Unconditional love means loving someone without having any ego. By that, it means that you don't expect them to have a specific behavior. You just stay with them because the relationship is fulfilling on many levels, and you know that all your needs are met. Okay? So when you have that inner knowing that all your needs are met, whether in a relationship or outside of that relationship, and you just, and you understand that you date that person today because it makes sense, but you also know that if it ends up not working, you can also break up, because at the end of the day, we date and have relationships because we heal through one another, and the other person is the messenger in many cases. So some people will learn many lessons with the same person, and others will need multiple people to learn different lessons. So you need to keep this in mind, okay? No one is supposed to be with you forever. Some people will be with you forever, but you will discover it over time. So this is what I always say to my clients who struggle with anxious attachment, is that they need to position themselves as someone who is secure. And people who have, that secure attachment style, they think, I choose to be with that today, I choose to be with that person because today it makes sense. Okay, so this is the mindset that I want you to develop as a feminine woman. And also, being feminine means being deeply kind. And I'm talking about this because many women in the feminine community, they call themselves feminine, but it's just like, they apply their makeup and they expect a provider, but they aren't really feminine because they aren't grounded in love. Many of them are actually mean. Yeah, many of them are actually mean. And I remember one girl, and I talked about it already, but when I made a post about, saying thank you when he pays for the dinner, one girl left a comment to say, yeah, but if I say thank you, I feel like I'm not deserving. And I'm like, what? Like, how can you say that? Of course he needs to pick up the check because he's the one who wants to seduce you and all of that, but you still need to be grateful. Okay, never take kindness for granted. Okay, so yeah, I want you to raise your level of kindness. Okay, if you can raise your level of kindness, and when I say being kind, it's not about saying yes to everything. It's about saying yes when it makes sense to you, and also having firm boundaries. So that's basically what I can say for now about femininity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.